I think we are good to go. Although I'll wait for some confirmation. This is the fourth or fifth time that we've started one of these things, and I swear to God, if this doesn't work, then we're turning this into just a regular video. Okay, WNO says, "Hi, Grandcat. Can you hear the audio?" That's what we need to find out. Simple Y or an N. Okay, WNO says, "Yes, I can." Good. Right. In that case, I think we're about ready to start this new freaking tier. Jesus. Finally. Okay, first of all, let's go ahead and give away our free gifted memberships. This is a nightmare of a start. Congratulations to Mad Edo, Pratic Gaming, Paul Darn, Shazam and Thor, and Benske82. You've each all got yourselves a free paid membership to the Grand Cat Grand Fleets. It gives you access to a whole bunch of additional little videos. I think it's over 100. And we have a brand new Eon tier. So let's see what it is we've actually got in stock this time, now that everyone can actually freaking hear me, as opposed to all the other times when I had a huge big intro all planned out and all said, and I've since lost the will to keep going. But let's travel on anyway. Baron Von Joy says, "Link shared for real this time." Excellent, thank you, Baron. Okay, Michael says, "Good evening, the Grand Cat." Hello, Michael. I wonder how the audio is. Can you guys hear the in-game audio? Okay. Should I turn up the in-game audio? Jeffrey says, "Welcome back to the Land of the Voices." Yes. Michael says yes. What was Michael saying yes to? Nyack says it's fine now. Okay. Right. Be nice if there was some way to turn up the brightness in this phone, but I guess I am stuck with what I have to do. I'm using the old phone here, which is not the best for live streaming, but this is what we have. Okay, so Brad says, "How are we today, the Grand Cat?" I am good. No, I'm not good, actually. That's a straight up lie. It has annoyed me to no freaking extent that I have to live stream from my old phone, because for some reason the audio isn't working for the other one, and I wasn't able to, like, regardless of what I did with the old phone, even resetting it, it just refused to work. So, yeah, I'm a little bit annoyed. Jerry says, "How was the movie?" It was fantastic. It was very, very good. Very, very enjoyable, I must say. Now, I've deliberately left the draft picks here so that we could go ahead and claim our... Yes, WNO, I did restart my phone. So that we can go ahead and claim our first Eon card. So let's see what that card is going to be. The first one should be a reset. It's going to be one of these cards. Eventually. They're making us really wait for it. It's down to the last line here. And here is our very first Eon card. It's going to be... is Big John Studd. Interesting. I didn't even realise that Big John Studd was going to be part of the Eon tier. Very interesting and very cool all the same. Go ahead and get these out of the way first. Okay, so there we go. We got a Big John stud. Oh, we can also get experience once again because we're no longer at maximum experience. So let's go ahead and lock down Big John stud. But I think the rest of this we can go ahead and dust. I don't think we need any of the rest of it. Let's take a look at Performance Center. Oh, our Santos Escobar has managed to reach his 100 matches. Okay, what else do we have? There's a brand new campaign mode. We've got our Battle Pass, we've got Deal of Destiny, we've got some freebies in there. Let's take a look at the Battle Pass next. That seems to be the thing that makes sense. So there we go. There is the brand new Battle Pass. I'm going to go ahead and take 2 screenshots here. I'm going to take a screenshot of that one there. And we're going to move this up. I'm going to take another screenshot here. There we go. So that I can make a clean image. And it's the Admirers, which I think is supposed to be the tarot card of the Lovers. And it is, of course, Liv Morgan around a golden statue of Dirty Dominic Mysterio. And let's see what we get here. So this is actually the second Battle Pass that we've had of Liv Morgan. And you can see that there she's wearing the Liv Morgan cow top. And what else do we get here? We get the Liv Morgan Daddy Dom vest, which can be used on both Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan. That gives plus 30,000 to speed on either of them. We've also got a brand new card back, Cry About It. And there we get, of course, the Pro at level 35, or level 25, sorry. And yeah, let's go ahead and claim this just now. So it gives us 25 draft picks. But this, of course, is the thing that we are after. It is the Liv Morgan event card. It's also very, very cool to get 2 event cards, like right off the start. We're getting the Battle Pass female Liv Morgan, and we're also getting the Ring Domination AJ Lee. So that is very, very cool indeed. Let's go ahead and take a look at the... Let's go ahead and take a look up here. So, of course, there's all our rewards. But we also, because we've leveled up to Eon, we also get a guaranteed Eon card from here as well. Which we got Zarya, which is very, very cool, with her finisher, the F6. We're going to lock that down as well. And we also completed the card catalogue. We already managed to get the collections for SummerSlam already finished. There you can see that we've got stars for each of them. So let's go ahead and claim this and see what Eon card we can get from this one. It is Braun Breaker, of course, of the Vision. I've just realised that I think the chat is no longer showing up here on the live stream. Interesting. So it's still showing up on my laptop, but oh no, okay, there we go. Jeffrey just said something. Big Boss Man just said testing. Okay, it was just that people weren't talking for a while there. Right. I read someone say something about Boom there. So yeah, these were the things that I saw before, and I was saying, how do we get those? But there we go. There is the Bronson Reed with the Shufala around his neck. That is the main reward. You can also get yourself some additional SummerSlam 25 Becky Lynch's. Then it's the Shula Fala Bronson Reed. Don't know where the Axiom comes from, though. No one seemed to mention the Axiom here at all. Interesting. Contains star tokens. I wonder what those do. I guess we'll find out soon enough. Let's take a quick look at campaign mode. So there's the new campaign mode. It is Hall of Fame. And let's take a look at our rewards. Okay, we've got some more super coins. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, so for milestone 109, it's going to give us a Eon card. 110 is another Eon card. 111 is 2 copies, and also an Eon support. And we're just going to skip a few of these because we get the idea of how these work. Oh, regular AJ Lee. Contains 3 copies of that, 3 copies of this, and so on and so forth. But the campaign mode itself, oh, it's Braun Breaker that's the limited edition card this time. That's very interesting. With the military press slam. Very interesting. I wonder how difficult that will be to get. Let's take a look over here at the board. So we've got a free gift here. And the free gift is Touch Grass. Touch Grass, are you serious? Oh my god. Well, yes, I will take it, and I will maybe touch some grass. In fact, I have a video of me touching grass. I'm not sure where it is, but it was for the Catching Cats achievement. So that is absolutely hilarious. Let's go ahead and lock that down. So we've got a bonus pack which has a bonus chance of the Judgment Day Finn Balor. It's a 5% chance of that. It also contains 3 heart tokens, and let's see what else we can get. Unfortunately, none of those are anything that particularly helps, but we did get 3 heart tokens. This is a 20% chance at pulling the Finn Balor. I don't know anything about the Finn Balor. Is that particularly rare? Is it special? Is it good? Is it a regular card off the thing? See, there's the Catch Your Breath, which is a 10% chance at the Finn Balor. Also contains 5 of the heart tokens, and I'm sure it'll work out how that all works in a few seconds. So we've got Deal of Destiny, we've got a free pack. Does the free pack give us anything? No, it doesn't give us anything for this event, not this one. We do also have another thing. We have our freebies. We've got our Daily Streak Pack. Which contains 2 heart tokens. And we've also got our web pack, which is for getting the Battle Pass, which contains 4 rarity draft picks and 2,000 super coins, which puts us over 150,000. So we might need to use some super coins now. And we've got 4 rarity draft picks here. And we've got a reset, which is... it's Kofi Kingston. There we go, we've got another brand new Eon card. We've got 3 more chances. And we've also got our 25 draft picks that we got earlier. So we're going to lock down the Kofi Kingston, and the Rusev we can make into a pro, so we're not going to get rid of him. But I think we can get rid of everything else. That gives us another rare to draft pick. Okay, that only gives us a Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man, as a manager. Which I think we can go ahead and dust. I don't think we need that one. So, what else am I doing? Let's see what the Deal of Destiny thing is. Okay, so this is free. Move through the Destiny board and earn super cards, or super coins, by guessing if the next Destiny card will be higher or lower than the last. The further you get, the better the rewards you'll earn. Find every card, complete the collection. Okay, let's try it. Okay, I don't really know what that was about there. So 6 is exactly halfway between 1 and 12. So in terms of percentages, if it goes from 1 to 12, then there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which is 5 cards that are lower. However, there is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, which is 6 cards that are higher. Oh, Rick C137 says the Battle Pass Live and Oracle Triple H are both amazing. Interesting. I really want to see the Triple H. I've seen a little small image of the Triple H, but I really want to see the main one. Thank you for that, Rixie137. That is very cool. Who is TCG decklist for 2 months. Very awesome. So I think there's more of a chance of this being higher than lower. And huge thank you and huge shout out to Rixie137. So we're going to go higher. WNO says, I think you should go lower. I just said the percentage ratios. There's only 5 cards that are lower, but there's 6 cards that are higher, which means that there's a smaller, higher percentage chance of it being higher. So let's go for higher. It was a 10. That's good. So there's only 2 cards that are above the 10. What is going on here? There's only 2 cards that are above the 10, which are 11 and 12. And yet there are not 9 cards because we can't get the 6 anymore. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, and 9. So I'm going to have to say that it is lower. Okay, 8. There's still more of a chance of it being lower than it is higher. So let's go for lower again. Dang it. How much does it cost to continue? 100. Okay, let's try it. Let's just see what happens. Okay, so we now have a 9. And... oh! Nyack said you can get duplicate cards. Okay, interesting. So it is 1 to 12. Got it. Interesting. So... let's go lower than a 9. 12. Okay, at least a 12 is the highest it can be. So how much does it cost now? 250. So at least this one is a guaranteed to be lower. Spending all of our credits now. Okay, it's a 7. 7 is, again, quite average around. I'm going to have to go for lower once again. Okay, 6. Again. Rick C says you can buy 2 hearts for 500. Do I want to buy hearts? What do hearts do? What does getting a hearts do? Why would I want to do that? WNO says, can you collect lives instead of spending credits? I don't know. It gives you more lives. Do we need them? I don't know. Dara Kennedy says it lives in the game. It's lives in the game. Oh, it is lives in the game. That's what he's saying. Not it lives. It's lives. Okay, it's extra lives. Yes. Okay, I've got it. Cheaper than paying continue when you guess wrong. Really? Okay, well, in that case, let's go ahead and buy the 2 of these then. Sure. Okay, we've now got 3 lives. So, 6. I am going to say higher than a 6. Higher than a 6 makes sense. That's unbelievable. 1 lower. Okay. So, let's continue. Higher than a 5. Good. 10 is pretty high, so we're going to go for lower than that. Okay, the tag team is 4. So I think it's going to be higher than a 4. And an 11, which is excellent. So what numbers do we have at the moment? We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So we're missing 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to say lower than 11 anyway, because otherwise it's either that or it's a 12, so I'm hoping that it's lower than an 11. Okay, that's a 1. Excellent. So we only need a 2 and a 3 to complete the collection, which is very, very cool. So we are going to go for higher than a 1. That is a 6. I'm going to say lower because I really, really want it to be a 2 or a 3. Dang it. That is the finisher, which is an 11. So, of course, we're going to go for lower than an 11, which is the pin, which is 10. So that means we can't get 2 and 3. So our collection is only at 10 of 12. So what happens if we don't finish the collection? What happens if we do finish the collection? These are both questions I have. What does Destiny deck mean? Oh, we need to get them multiple times. Ah, I see. And what happens if we collect all of those? What happens if we collect the collection? Oh, if we complete the collection, we get the Undertaker. Oh, it just straight up gives you the Undertaker. Ah, I see. Oh, that's pretty cool. So what happens if we complete the Destiny deck then? What does that give us? Does that give us anything? Interesting. Well, I think it's going to be lower than a 10, so less than a 10 is what we're going to go for. Okay, it's a 7. And have we completed the Deal of Destiny now? Okay, we got a victory. Let's go ahead and screenshot that as well. And, okay, we've got 6 packs here. So that's not helpful. We've got a star token. I don't know what that means. Or a heart token as well. New card discovered. New card discovered is always good. Okay, we got the elbow pad for WrestleMania 41. I hope that's not the card that was discovered. Heart token. Carmelo Hayes. Star. Liv Morgan. Is it the Liv Morgan? Did we just never pull her? Okay, pack 3. Star token. We don't appear to be getting anything fantastic here. Pack 4. I'm still waiting for the good stuff to show up. Pack 5 here. And then pack 6. Okay, we've got something. That's something. That's what I like to see. Whoa! So we did manage to pull the Undertaker. That is very, very cool. I did not expect to get the Undertaker first time round. That is awesome. Okay, well, that made it worthwhile. We can make pros of Liv Morgan and Naomi, it seems. We've got 6 heart tokens and 11 star tokens, whatever those mean. And I don't think we really need the equipment. But yeah, that's very, very cool. Getting the Undertaker. Okay, so what does Mystic Map mean? Play a game of Tarot Tournament first. Okay, what is Tarot Tournament then? Oh, defeat opponents in Tarot Tournament to earn their cards. Each time you beat an opponent, you'll contribute to earning a copy of their card. So I think this is the thing that's like Street Fighter. Okay, we've got 3 heart tokens. And it's going to give us all of these WrestleMania cards that we're going to have to get rid of. Thank you, Big Match, John Cena. The Unseen 17 garbage of all time WrestleMania cards. Right, so we've got a JC Mateo. We've got Devon Dudley. And we've got Uncle Howdy. Now, are these all... So, JC Mateo's an Eon card. Devon Dudley's Eon. Oh, Andre is Eon. The Shadow, Uncle Howdy, Eon card as well. Oh, Jade Cargill is Justice. Asuka is the Empress. So, are those... Is it only Jade Cargill and Asuka that they're hard ones? No, it's only Asuka that's the hard one. Interesting. So we've got 2 easy, that's JC Mateo and Devon Dudley. We've got 3 medium, that's Andre, Uncle Howdy, and Jade Cargill. We've got 1 hard, that's Asuka. And for a win reward, gives us a star token and 5 draft picks. And for a lose reward, it's 5 draft picks without the star token. So what do these tokens do? What does the store do? So that gives you 20 heart tokens. What do the heart tokens do? Is this just what it costs? We've got 14 of these heart tokens that we can use. Rick says, it's for Mystic Map. You follow the rail and get puzzle pieces. Check out the rewards for the skull. Check out the rewards for the skull? Check out the rewards for the skull? What does that mean? Check out the rewards for the skull. Check out the rewards for the skull? On Mystic Map. It's not allowing us to click on Mystic Map until we've played a game of Tarot. Interesting. So there's a ring domination. That's what I was also wanting to see. So the undercard here for Unhinged is Seth freaking Rollins. The SummerSlam 25 is Becky Lynch. The undercard Eon is going to be CM Punk. And then, of course, the event card herself is AJ Lee, which is very, very cool indeed. Can we play Deal of Destiny again? We can, but it costs 500 credits. So if we... So it keeps the collection. So if we get another 2, does that just give us the Undertaker? Ah, so it's a 5% chance of the Undertaker. Also 5% chance. 10% chance for row 4 revealed. Huh. Kennedy says, do it. Rick C137 says, I've been telling him, lol, that Triple H is fire. I do not know what you mean, Rick Sanchez. Please explain. Is it to do with Mystic Map? Because I'm not allowed to go into Mystic Map until I've played the Game of Tarot tournament yet. So, we've already got one Undertaker. And if we find every card, complete the collection, and when you complete the collection, when you complete the collection, it only gives you a 5% chance at the Undertaker. It doesn't give you a guaranteed Undertaker. Ah, I see. So what happens when we complete the thing where we get all 16 cards, or all like 12 cards, like 4 times? What does that give us? I'm unsure. I kind of want to find out. Okay, let's okay, it's going to give us some more super coins, of course. Let's get the hearts from the get-go. Okay, so higher or lower than a 9? Lower than a 9 makes sense. Good, the ref, and that's 2, and that's one of our collection. That's something that we needed. Oh, and it just straight up unlocked that 8 for us as well. That's very nice of it. So this Destiny deck thing, what does that mean? And also, why is my other ones all gone again? Oh, does that just mean there's 4 copies in the deck, and it just lets you know what ones have been used? I see, that's what's left in the deck. Okay, I understand it now. Khalid says, hello, Grandcat. Hello, Khalid. I'm about to sneeze. Give me a second. I swear I'm about to sneeze. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I'll save it for later. Right, so higher than a 2. Oh, we got another ref. And apparently, if you get the same card, it counts. Interesting. Well, higher than a 2, please. That is an 11, which is excellent. So I think we're going to go for lower than an 11. It's the same card. So lower than an 11 is a 3, which is good. That finishes off our collection. So that gives us the collection reward as well. Now, what does -1 mean here? What does that mean? Well, I'm going to say higher than a 3 anyway. But if that's -1, does that mean it's 2? Because if so, then higher than a 2. Oh, it means that the card got -1. So that means that it's considered an 8. So in that case, I'm going to say lower than a 9 or 8. It's a 3. Now, we already know that the next one is the hero. So I think it's going off of the hero, which is the 8 -1, which is a 7. So I'm going to go a little bit off the beat here and go higher than a 7. It was a 10. I was correct to do so. Now let's go lower than a 10. It's a 5. And let's say higher than a 5. 12, the champion. Well, it cannot be higher than a 12, so we will go for lower than that one. is the ring, which is 7, which would be in between. But of course, we've got the local talent, so that is going to be higher than a 1, which is a 3. And now the last card has -1, but I'm still going to say higher than a 3, which is an 8 -1. We didn't even need to buy those additional hearts. Why did I buy those hearts? Why did I listen to you guys? Just wasted credits. I did that with 1 heart. I did it without losing anything. That's how you do a perfect game of Deal of Destiny. I should make that into a tutorial video. Just clip that entire area and be like, that's how you play Deal of Destiny. This is literally playing Bruce's Price is Right. Okay, so let's see what we get from this one. Nothing of great interest there. We've got a heart token, we've got a star token. But what we want to see is another Undertaker. Because if we get a pro Undertaker, not that Undertaker, we didn't want to see an unhinged Undertaker, we want to see the Eon Special Edition Undertaker. Now let's see, can we get another one? We also have the collection pack as well. There's a couple of SummerSlam 25 cards. Okay, pack number 6 is the one that we really want to. Nyack said this time no one said to buy hearts. Okay. Nyack thinks I'm blaming him specifically. No, good Nyack. Oh my goodness. Okay, can we get it from this one? No. I just spent all those credits as well. Right, well, at least we got a whole bunch of heart and star tokens. I'm sure that we'll get another Undertaker at some point. But we're now at 501 of our 500 spaces. I think now would be a good time to level up one of our cards. So let's go into the Performance Center, shall we? And let's look at our Eon cards. We've of course got the Liv Morgan, we've got the Undertaker, we've got Braun Breaker, Kofi Kingston, Big John Studd, Zarya, and Touch Grass, which I think might be a commentary from WWE Supercard about maybe some of its patrons, which is a little bit rude. Rick C13 says, the first 2 times are 100 and 200, continue playing after that. Then it's cheaper to buy the 500 for the cards. Ah, okay, so you should just let yourself lose the first 2 and then buy the 2 additional hearts. That makes sense. Okay, let's level up our Undertaker because that's the one that I am most curious about. I want to see how powerful he becomes. So let's go ahead and go to Trainable and Eon. And we're going to level up our Undertaker here. Let's go for Recent. And if we do this, that's 49 levels. I'm going to get rid of the Legion Randy Orton as well. Yeah, and we don't need that t-shirt. That's going to bring us up to level 64. I'm going to train him up a little bit more. That's level 95, so that should bring us up to level 100. Also, I can't help but notice we're getting quite a bit of lag. It's because we are using the old phone here. Let's go ahead and level up our Liv Morgan as well. See what she's like. Just get rid of all these Valor cards, and that does put her to level 100. And we're also going to level up the Touch Grass. Level 88 is all we need. Let's see if there's anything else we want to get rid of over here. Like these. And that is perfect. We might as well level up the rest of these Eon cards since we're here anyway. I don't think I need any unhinged cards or WrestleMania 41s. So I think we're safe to get rid of all of these. What am I trading up there? Was that Braun? Yep. I'm going to swap his image over to this one because I think it... Wow, that actually looks really bad on there. I don't know why. You know what, maybe actually we are just going to keep it on that one. It seems to look better for some strange reason. Abood says, did you see the new Ellie Braun in Boom? I did. With the Shula Fala around his neck. The Tribal Thief. Just go ahead and level up all these characters. And lastly is Kofi. Oh, right. There's two Brauns. Abood says Ellie Braun. Yes, there is it's a special edition Bronson Reed that is in Boom. There is a limited edition Braun Breaker in campaign mode. Yes. And as per usual, we will be trying to go and get it. Okay, there we've leveled up everyone. I think we are going to go ahead and begin leveling the Liv Morgan. That makes sense to me. And let's take a look at our general Eon cards. So here's the stats for Undertaker. With 0 matches and 0 variants at level 100. He has 64.88 thousand in speed, 68.06 thousand in charisma, 82.80 thousand in toughness, and 83.25 thousand in power. And our Liv Morgan, she has 64.49 thousand in power, 70.98 thousand in toughness, 79.67 thousand in speed, and 82.86 thousand in charisma, which is very, very strong indeed. Let's compare that to a regular card. A regular Eon card has 54.92 thousand in speed, 59.75 thousand charisma, 63.84 thousand in toughness, and 68.82 thousand in power, which is very, very cool all the same. So let's go into Tarot Tournament now. And what do we want? We want to try and get JC Mateo? Do we want to try and get Devon Dudley? Or do we want to go for Uncle Howdy? I think we are going to go for Uncle Howdy. And I see there that we can get event boosts for 200 credits. But how many does that actually give you? Just one? I don't know, I think for that price we can just go in and jump in. So select your champion to go against Uncle Howdy in round 3. And if we have a JC Mateo, it unlocks a 150% combo. Interesting. I'm going to go with the CM Punk because he's got overall stats. Yes, I would like to use a heart token. Let's try this out. Trevi-san says, hey from Bahia. Bahia. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Bahia. Tameen says, new season in 2 months, right, with 4 new tiers. That should be correct. Generally, they do tend to give you a lot of cards towards the end of a season, and that is exactly what we're getting here. So, use alignment cards to form the strongest possible combos. Okay, so this is the Street Fighter thing. So, what do we have here? So up, down, left, down. We can't do. We can't do right, right, down either. We can't do that one. We've got an up and a down. I don't want to do that. I would rather use the up and down. Okay, I guess I'd rather get the plus 10%. Okay, I need to win one of the two games. Well, I mean, oh, okay, well, that one's super easy, so we've got no problems there. I thought this was going to be a problem, but no, apparently it's not. Oh, that was cool. Okay, this one is just charisma. It is the tribal chief. So we don't have any up arrows. We don't have two right arrows either. Hmm. Yeah, it sucks. This one we can only make that. Yeah, Abood says the first one is easy, but then you get actual Eon cards. Okay. So this is just the tutorial one. And after this we'll start getting the difficult ones. Okay, so this is the Uncle Howdy card, which is now Charisma. And, oh, that's not good to have any yellows. We can't get anything. Oh, no. I guess we're just going to have to accept this then, which is disappointing. Oh, okay. So it's only 1,200, which CM Punk beats by 100. So we have 120,000 as opposed to 1,200. Okay, perfect KO. Oh, and it gives you a star token as well. And 5 draft picks. Cool. Very nice. Let's get these out of the way then, shall we? Now we can go ahead and dust them. Weird to get 2 GD McDonoughs in a row. Okay, so there is the Mystic Map. Oh, I vaguely remember this, where you have to choose what way to go, and it's better to go for the harder one, I think. Welcome to the Mystic Map. Okay, gave us 10 star tokens as well. Thank you, Mr. Cena. Each location on the Mystic Map contains puzzle shards. Collect enough puzzle shards and you'll earn a puzzle piece. Each puzzle piece you earn will unlock a new reward. To get the most shards possible, increase your shard multiplier by earning cards in the tarot tournament. Oh, right. So we don't really want to do this until we've got the shard multiplier up at maximum. Interesting. Okay, so location rewards. So that's not very good. Okay. Oh, all right. I see now. So there's the clock rewards, and the skull is not as good. So the clock is the one that we want to go for. Okay, it has a 1% chance of having the King of Kings Triple H. There he is. That is very, very cool, wearing the championship and having all the cards in his hand. That one's very, very cool. I would very much like that card, please. Thank you very much. Has a 5% chance of having the Oracle, who is the Advocate Paul Heyman, who gives both power and toughness to the entire deck. Very cool. So the clock reward pack is the one that I want to go for. So let's look at the puzzle rewards. So if we complete one of them, it gives us 50 credits. If we complete two, it's 1,000 super coins. 3, 25 crystals. 4 gives us the King of Kings Triple H. 5 is Pro Crystals. 6 is 4 rare draft picks. 7 is 100 credits. 8 gives us the Paul Heyman. 9 is 5,000 super coins. 10 is 4 rare draft picks. 11 is 50 crystals. 12 is 20 pro crystals. 13 is a pro Triple H. 14 is a Seth freaking Rollins, the Visionary. And 15 is the pro Seth Rollins. And 16 is an F1. No, it's an F5 Seth Rollins. Contains 3 of the following. So if you get to milestone 16, then you're going to get yourself an F3 Seth freaking Rollins, as well as a pro Triple H and a pro... No, you're not guaranteed a pro. You only get one Advocate, Paul Heyman. Okay, but you have the chance of pulling the Paul Heyman from the clock. And the shard multiplier, we need to get pros of all 6 of these cards in order to maximize our chances. Okay, interesting. So it'll be a times 25 multiplier, I think. Let's take a look at the store. Mystic Map perk. Reveals 1.0 cards in the Mystic card shuffle. What does that mean? Reveals 1.0 cards in Mystic card shuffle. What is the Mystic card shuffle? What does that mean? The thing I got Taker from? WNO says, Grand Cat, don't spend them. Interesting. Oh, James Talks Man City says, I think Brock Lesnar is back in WWE Supercard. Check the Titan Fusion in the Fusion Chamber. That's an interesting. I didn't even think to go for that. So let's go to Fusion Chamber, and if we go and take a look at the Titan, we need to go to the old school ones here. And which one was Titan again? Is it this one? It's loading, or it's frozen. One of those two. Yes, Brock Lesnar is back. Very cool. So it seems that we can pull Brock Lesnar cards once again. How much does this increase by? 22.90. That's pretty strong. Quest card is Finn. Quest. Oh, I didn't even think to even check that there's quests. Oh my goodness. We've got 51 minutes left to complete Wild Wednesday. Does it give us a chance at... Nope, it does not give you any Eon cards, so I don't think I care. So, if we complete the quest, it's going to give us a Judgment Day Finn Balor. So we need to play a game in PvP 75 times. And that gives us a bonus chance of getting a Finn Balor. If we open a card pack 75 times, it's going to give us 5 star tokens. What did the star tokens do again? If we use our super move 30 times, it's going to give us a SummerSlam 25 card. If we acquire heart tokens 75 times, it's going to give us another chance at the Finn Balor. And resetting the draft board 30 times, it's going to give us 2 heart tokens. So what do the star tokens do? Are the star tokens used here in the Mystic map? Oh, I see. Surely that used up something, but I don't see what it actually used up. What do you mean I can't go there yet? Well, then how do you get there? Oh, I need to click on that. I see. Okay. Does anything tell me how many stars I have? I see the shard multiplier here, but that's... Does anything tell me how many star tokens I have? Oh, 34. I've got 34 up here. Tells you right up here at the top. Okay, so if I use one of these, it goes down to 33. Right. So that's what the star tokens are used for. And the tarot tournament is where you use the heart ones. Oh, okay, it needs to reset these because, of course, we just beat Uncle Howdy. Okay, and there is the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. Interesting. And I've got 22 of the heart tokens. I see how this works. Okay, good, good. Right. Yes, I see WNO saying, Grandcat, don't spend them. The one thing I don't understand is this thing in the store here. Like, this says it's a Mystic Map perk, but if that is for Deal of Destiny, then why does it say it's a Mystic Map perk? Like, what does this unlock? Reveals one card in the Mystic Card Shuffle. What is the Mystic Card Shuffle? Does something happen when we get to the end of this here? I don't know. But there's no point in doing Mystic Map until we've completed Tarot Card, because that will give us the maximum amount of multipliers. Abode says boom packs do both tokens, gives you both. Abode says the Mystic Card Shuffle is the puzzle game. Rick C137 says once you reach the clock or skull, you get 5 random cards, and they have a random amount of puzzle pieces behind them. I see. So that's how it works. So that will reveal one of the 5. So presumably, after you buy this pack, then it'll give you the option to unlock another one that says reveal 2 cards or reveal 2.5 cards or something, and then they'll cost even more credits, and then there'll be another one that says reveal 3 cards, and then another one that says reveal 4 cards, and then another one that says reveal 5 cards or something. So I think that might be what it's about then. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Now, do I have anything else that I need to do? We've got to do the Tarot tournament. I've got to do campaign mode, of course. What else do I need to do? So trying to is absolute hardest to remember. We spent some credits to play Deal of Destiny. So, of course, if we do the quest for Finn Balor, that'll give us the chance of pulling the Finn Balor cards. Of course, I need to just play games in general to fill up the Battle Pass to get additional Liv Morgan stuff. I don't see me using this image of Liv Morgan. I much prefer the previous Liv Morgan they gave us, where she had the title over her shoulder. So I feel like that one's actually somewhat downgraded. I like this one. I like this image. So I'm glad they gave us that at least, but I think that the throwback image could have been a little bit better. And also to start a Battle Pass off with a female and to start us off with an event female, I think is really, really strong. I think that's very, very progressive of WWE Supercard, and I think they are doing a tremendous job in terms of that. But I was admittedly getting quite fond of the Battle Pass Championship image cards, and I think I'd like to see a little bit more of those. It's very interesting. Something I'm very curious about is there actually one-to-one scale with tarot cards as to how many tarot cards are actually in this game? Because the quest is, of course, Finn Balor of the Judgment Day, and that is Judgment. From the tarot tournament, let's go over these. The rewards are JC Mateo, who I'm sure is the strength. That says it's the destruction. The Reverend is supposed to be the Hierophant or the High Priest. I'm pretty sure that the Giant, Andre, is supposed to be the Tower. The Shadow is maybe the Hanged Man? Maybe the Fool? I'm not sure. Justice is of course just a card. It's just called Justice. The Empress. I'm sure that Triple H is probably the Emperor. Oh no, he's the King of Kings, but he's supposed to be the Emperor. Let's take a quick look at these ones again. Seth Rollins, the Visionary. I'm not sure what the Visionary is supposed to be. Is that maybe the World? Obviously, Liv Morgan is supposed to be the Lovers. I'm not sure what the Visionary is supposed to be. And the Undertaker could be Death. Oh, actually, the Visionary could be the Devil, because Seth Rollins has little devil horns on his head. Yes, that's what that's supposed to be. So the Visionary is supposed to be the Devil. The Undertaker is supposed to be... There's that sneeze that I was telling you all about half an hour ago. Right, so the Undertaker is probably supposed to be Death. Seth Rollins is supposed to be the Devil. I think there's a few cards we're missing, because we don't have the World, we don't have Temperance, we don't have... I'm sure there's other ones that we're missing. We don't have Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, okay, so I don't think there's actually enough of these. WNO says, did you see Triple H? I did indeed. The King of Kings, Triple H. Very, very cool. WWE Fan 316 said hi. Hello, WWE Fan 316. Ah, 316. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, WWE Fan 316 says, who is Paul Heyman? I think Paul Heyman might be Joker, or not Joker, might be the Fool, might be like that. Let's take a quick look at who the Advocate is supposed to be here. The Oracle. There's nothing in tarot that is like the Oracle. There's nothing that's even close to that. Also in tarot, you've got your 4 sets of things. Similar to how you've got in card games, you've got hearts, diamonds, clubs, and spades. In tarot, you have the coins, the swords, the cups, and... God, it's been a long time since I've done tarot. What was the other one? Sticks. Sticks or wands is what they're called. Oh, Abood says, yeah, Dom is probably going to be the Fool. Ah, yes. That would be quite cool, actually. So maybe there's still some that we are missing. You know what? I'm going to actually bring this up on my other thing here. And let's go ahead and compare them. Okay, I don't need to know all the different variations. I just want to know the major arcana, thank you. Okay, So there's the Fool, which we don't have. The Magician, that's probably what Paul Heyman's supposed to be. He's probably supposed to be the Magician. There's the High Priestess, which is different from the Empress. Now, I don't think we've got a High Priestess yet either. So we're missing the Fool, we're missing the High Priestess. The Empress is Asuka, the Empress of Tomorrow. The Emperor is Triple H, the King of Kings. The Hierophant is Devon Dudley, the Reverend. The Lovers is Liv Morgan, who, of course, is with Dominic Mysterio. The Chariot, I don't think we've got the Chariot either. So we're missing the Fool, the High Priestess, and the Chariot. Strength is JC Mateo. The Hermit, we don't have a Hermit either. We don't have Wheel of Fortune. We do have Justice, that is Jade Cargill. We don't have the Hanged Man. We do have Death, that's Undertaker. We don't have Temperance. We do have the Devil, that is Seth freaking Rollins. We've got the Tower, that's Andre the Giant. We're missing the Star, we're missing the Moon, we're missing the Sun. But we do have Judgment, which is Finn Balor. And we're missing the World. So there is a lot of cards that we are missing, and I'm not sure if we're going to get all of them, but it's very, very interesting all the same, because there is 22 major arcana, I think, if, yes, W Fan 316 says Finn's the Christ. Finn is Judgment. Let me see here. Major Arcana. I think it's 22 cards. Yes, okay, so there's 22 cards that are Major Arcana. So in Deal of Destiny, you can get The Undertaker, that's one. From the Quest, you can get Finn Balor, which is two. From the Battle Pass, you can get Liv Morgan, which is three. From the Mystic Map, you can get Triple H, which is four. Paul Heyman, which is five. Seth Rollins, which is six. And then in the Tarot Tournament, you can get 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we've only got 12 of the 22 major arcana. So they can potentially still give us an additional 10 here. And those 10 are going to be the Fool, the High Priestess, Chariot, the Hermit, Wheel of Fortune, the Hanged Man, Temperance, the Star, the Moon, the Sun, and the World, which is 11. Did I make a mistake? Oh, actually, we have seen that there's a Stardust card that's called the Star, and there currently seems to be no way to get them. Now, if we go ahead and go into the card catalog here, I'm very curious as to if the Star is going to be shown here or not. So there's Andre the Giant. So if we go down to Stardust, yes, they don't have Stardust listed here, but we do know that there is a Stardust card. So there's other cards that they haven't actually listed yet that are certainly coming out. Okay, interesting. So I wonder if we can try and guess what these cards are going to be. So the Fool, I think Dominic Mysterio would be a great one for that. The other one that the Fool would make sense for is R-Truth, and that's purely if you ignore the Ron Killings gimmick, where he was more serious. Because R-Truth did have the kind of jester, the kind of bard in the Dungeons and Dropkicks version as well. The High Priestess, I don't know. Maybe Becky Lynch, because they love giving Becky Lynch cards. I'm not sure. The Hierophant we've already got, that is Reverend Devon. The Chariot. I don't know what they would do with the Chariot, if I'm honest. Maybe Eddie Guerrero in his lowrider. That is a chariot of sorts. Hmm? The Hermit. The Hermit. I don't know what this Hermit would be. If Baron Joyce says Scarlet would have been perfect for the High Priestess. Yeah, that would have been very cool. The Hermit, I can't think off the top of my head. It'd have to be someone that's a loner. Maybe it could be an old school person as well, because we've got Andre the Giant in there. So maybe Goldberg? Don't know. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. That one's a bit tricky. The only wheel I can immediately think of when it comes to wrestling is maybe Eric Bischoff when he had the Raw Deal wheel, where you have to. It's later been used by. Oh, actually, it could be used by Shotzi Blackheart because she had the spin a wheel, make a deal thing for Halloween Havoc and NXT. So maybe, don't know. Do we have Justice yet? Do we have Justice? Oh, someone just said there that the only spinning wheel they can think of is the Spinner Championship, and yeah, Wheel of Fortune with John Cena with the Spinner Championship. That would be very very cool. Nax says Vince will be the Hermit. That'd be horrible. If Vince was the Hermit, I would pay W Supercard to not get that card. That would be the first card that I'd be like, okay, here, have my credits. Please don't give me that one. Thank you. um, do we have Justice yet? Because if we don't have Justice, it would be very, very cool to have. Oh, Jade is Justice. That's right. Jade is already. I was about to say it'd be real cool to have the Hounds of Justice. Maybe have the Shield. You know, Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, Seth freaking Rollins. But no, we've already got one. The Hanged Man. It would be really funny if they put Big Boss Man as the Hanged Man because of WrestleMania 15, where Undertaker and Big Boss Man had a Hell in a Cell match, not a steel cage, Hell in a Cell match that was largely forgettable, but it ended with Undertaker for some reason turning Big Boss Man into the Hanged Man, which was very unusual. And then he just came out the next night on Raw wearing a neck brace. He was completely fine. Death we've already got, which is the Undertaker. Temperance. I don't know what they would do for Temperance. Temperance is generally depicted by someone who is a female and is scandally clad, to say the least. Fan316 says, who's Triple H? He will most certainly be the Emperor as the King of Kings. That is almost certainly what his role is in the tarot cards. Temperance, I don't know. I mean, without going into the horrible women's attitude era where it was all just cat fights and it was horrible, like there was no women's professional wrestling at all. I would say Temperance, only women that pops up is Liv. I'm thinking maybe like Nikki Bella, possibly. Lita, Trish, maybe an old school female, maybe Alundra Blaze, something like that. But I don't know. They would need to do something classy for Temperance. That's what I would suggest. The star we already know is Kelly Kelly. Yes, it's a very good example of Temperance. The star we already know is going to be Stardust. The moon could very well be Jacob Fatu in front of the moon as his werewolf, as he is known to be. The sun. The sun. The sun. Oh, there we go. Dom the Trickster is going to be released soon, so Dom is supposed to be the Fool. That's very, very cool. I don't know who they would have for the Sun. Um, I think maybe either the Sun or the World, you would maybe have Roman Reigns, maybe have Cody Rhodes. Well, we've already got the star for Stardust, so maybe that's what they're doing for that one. It's tricky. It's difficult to say. It is tricky to say the least. I'm not sure who I'd put in for the Sun, and I'm not sure who I'd put in for the World. Who are the foils going to be? I'm not sure. That's a very good point. I did see that in the announcements. I was actually reading them all out, but no one could hear me, so I completely forgot about them. I'm not sure who the five foils are going to be, but there is going to be five foils, so that is something for us to look forward to as well. Okay. Um. Right. What else are we going to do? We need to do some tarot. We need to do some. Have I missed out on Wednesday? 29 minutes left. But do I really care? Because you can't get any Eon cards off of it, and I don't really need any more SummerSlam cards, so I think I'm happy to give it a miss. Let's see here. Nyack says Charlotte, Randy, Xavier, Kofi, Ricky Saints are the foils. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. There's all the foils you can get. About says it's quest completed for the objective. Might as well. I know I've got other things that I would rather do. I'd rather play some tarot tournament. I'd rather try and do some campaign mode instead. Nyack said there's Stephanie Vacour who very well fits the concept. That's a very good point. Stephanie Vacour would be a very, very good card to have, especially as she may very well be the next women's champion as of this weekend at WrestlePalooza. That's something very, very much looking forward to. Barn Von Joy says Soul Ruka could be the sun. That makes sense because soul literally means the word sun. Game over says, how do we get lives in the tarot tournament? I think you literally have to have to get lives in the tarot tournament. I don't know. I thought you meant Deal of Destiny, and I was about to say you just need to pay credits for them. But I have not needed the lives on tarot tournament. It's interesting. Very interesting for you to bring that up. Okay, so should we do some campaign? Should we do some tarot tournament? What should we do here? So we don't want to do Mystic Map until we've got pros of everyone in tarot tournament. Actually, let me see. What cards is it we need to get pros of? Is it all of them, or is it just specific ones? It's JC Mateo, Devon, Uncle Howdy, Andre, Jade, and Asuka. Is there only 6 cards in tarot tournament? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, okay, so you need to get pros of all 6 of them. Okay, got it. If I keep going for Uncle Howdy, we could get an Uncle Howdy by the end of this video. Or I could go for JC Mateo. The thing is, we've got 20 days and 19 hours, so I don't really want to go paying any event boosts because we'll have all the pros by the end of it. Yeah, let's go ahead and play Uncle Howdy again, and we're just going to go ahead and use CM Punk. Okay, what is the best we can do here? I think that's the best we can do. Okay, so we're up against actual opponents now, as opposed to the first one, which was just a demo. up, down, back, down. Perfect. So it looks like if you want to be sure that you win, you want to kind of safely be over 100,000 in your stats. Okay, so this one is speed, and we've got up and down, we've got right down. I don't think we can get better than that. So I think that's what we're going to go with, 50%. And yeah, it's a 90,000 in speed and 100,000 charisma. Nike says, will I get the second Howdy card free if I complete the first one? Or do I need to do 20 games for the second one too? Yes, you need to do 20 wins to get the card. Then it'll go back to a 0, and then you can try it again. But I think you only get the chance to get the second Uncle Howdy once you've got one of each of the Uncle Howdies. Or not one of each of the Uncle Howdies, one of each of the Oracle cards. At least that's how it worked with the... That's how it worked with Street Fighter cards. A WWE fan says he's going to grind for a Devon. It irritatingly takes you to the Mystic map once you complete it. And then it should re-roll these 3 cards here. Okay, we've got Uncle Howdy again, and we're just going to jump in there again. And, yep, we're going to take CM Punk. Okay, we've got our big British Bulldog this time. And what can we do? We've got 3 right arrows. We've got a down arrow, which doesn't help us at all. Oh, no, that's not very good. The best we can unfortunately do is just plus 5%, 97,000. Okay, that is more than enough to win. We got lucky with that one. $146,000 in toughness. I reckon we should win that one against Drew McIntyre. Oh my goodness, we all know the rivalry between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, of course. And that's about as well as it went for Drew McIntyre, fortunately. Oh, actually, just looking at it, see Shadow Uncle Howdy? I think that's supposed to be the hermit. That's what that is. That's why he's all hunched over and he's got the little lantern rings. Yes, that makes sense. I didn't realize that until just now. And I don't think I can do anything other than this, but it's fine because we know that he only has 100,000 in charisma, and our CM Punk more than beats that. 105,000 charisma even. Sam says, can you sandbag your deck? I'm not sure. Does it even let you edit your deck? That's an excellent question. Let's try it. Oh, we got the objective for playing the event. So this counts as playing an event. That's interesting to know. WNO says, I think you can. Where do we edit our deck? That is my question for you. James Talked Man City says, yeah. So presumably you can. You can edit your deck. Where? Where is your deck? Oh, edit deck. Okay, it's right there in the middle. It's between store and rewards, so you can edit your deck. Ah, dagnabbit. We don't have an Uncle Howdy this time. Great. Your combo deck determines which alignment cards can be drawn during a match. Got it. You can purchase wild cards, use things. Okay, great, cool, thanks. Um, I'm quite happy for just having four left, four right, four up, and four down. Actually, if I'm honest. So if I click autofill here, whoa, uh, autofill made that really, really weird. Why did autofill make my cards terrible? What is this? What is going on here? These all suck. This is not what I want. I'm going to put my best cards in because I don't know why it did that. Abdul says autofill is broken in King of the Ring too. Really? I don't know what the autofill is going off of, but that's very, very confusing. It's almost like it gave me the cards that you want to train up rather than, the cards that are actually good. Are these cards actually better than the Liv Morgan? Yeah, they are, unfortunately. Huh. I was just making sure that the Becky Lynch's were, like, the generic Becky Lynch SummerSlam card was better than the Liv Morgan Battle Pass card, but I guess she is. So, okay, those are our best cards. I think that's fair. Interesting. So, how about we do a little bit of campaign mode next? I'm just going to say that's fine. Sam says the event card will match your cards, play one match with your lower cards. Yeah, I understand that, but the thing is, if I'm using my best cards, I guarantee that I win all my games, and that makes a lot more sense to me than risking potentially losing because I'm using lower cards and the opponent's cards are matched to mine. Easy Anderson says, I'm on that now. By all means, feel free to use the minus power. It's not going to do anything at this stage. So I think it's Lexus King we're against there. Also, everyone, do remember to claim your daily streaks. You are going to get a free Eon card at the end of the week if you get all 7 of your daily streaks done. I can't remember who the card is, but I'm sure there is one. Lex Luger and Roman Reigns, two people that have never looked at each other before. Oh, that's a very interesting image of Axe. Of course, of Demolition, Axe and Smash. Here comes a Axe, here comes a Smasher. Oh, Victoria! That's cool. Yeah, that's fine. Just let me play the game. The game. Thank you. That is what I would like to do. Thanks. Big old Grandcat will admit I am feeling a little bit tired. I am getting a bit snoozy. I've been out all day. I have built a bookcase. I have rearranged an entire shop. I have went to the cinema and I have watched Demon Slayer. And most of all, I have put up with Big Boss Man for an entire day. No, that's unfair. I really like Big Boss Man. He is a very good friend of mine. But we certainly do joke around. And of course, I was with Baron as well. Me, Baron, and Busman. Sounds like the beginning of a joke. Speaking of, I do have a ridiculous joke. Yeah, Infinity Castle was peak. It was indeed peak. It's a very, very good movie. I would recommend it to anyone that hasn't seen it. It's very, very cool, and I'm very, very looking forward to the next two movies when they come out. But yes, I do have a joke, but I'm going to have to do two voices for it. And big old Grandcat is a little bit tired, and when he is tired, his voices are not very good, so you'll have to bear with me. So I'm trying to decide what one I want to be my voice and what one I want to be the Grandcat voice. And knock knock. Who's there? To who? To whom? I probably just lost about 15 subscribers. What a horrible joke. The joke is that you're correcting the person, that it's not to who, you say to whom. Abood says the silence after it. Oh my goodness. And that's why I don't do stand-up comedy, folks. WNO says, I got to go. See you later, Grandcat. Okay, thanks for coming along, WNO. Really appreciate it. And you're number one in the comments. Well done. Oh, Brian Moser said hi. Hello, Brian Moser. I didn't see you earlier. Again, Roman Reigns tagging with Lex Luger. British Bulldog and Razor Ramon. They were around at the same time, but I don't actually remember those two being in the ring against each other. I mean, they probably were. I just can't think of any feuds or storylines. There's probably something that probably Razor Ramon stole the gold chain off of the British Bulldog's dog collar or something. I don't know. That was the kind of storylines that they had back in the day. Kind of storylines that we in the business like to call terrible. Reapers says, what's the giveaway about? I already did it at the beginning of the video. It was 5 free gifted subs to 5 free gifted paid subs to the Grandcat channel that gives you access to many, many things, including over 100 exclusive videos, and you also get to do cool emojis like this. And there's many, many other perks of being a member of the Grandcat Grand Fleet. And Reaper says, hi. Hello, Reapers. Reaper says, oh, I see. Although, if we get to 8,000 subscribers, I think I might give away A Liv Morgan Battle Pass? Would that be the kind of thing that anyone in the chat would be interested in? If so, you'll have to let me know. Because I need to know what gets the Grand Cat Grand Fleet excited. WNO says me, Abode says for sure. Well then, if you can get all of your friends, and even more, get your enemies to subscribe, because those guys will do anything just so you'll stop talking to them. Just say, hey, you subscribe to Grand Cat, and I'll stop talking to you for 2 weeks. And they'll be like, done. Get your dogs, get your cats, get your children, your great-grandchildren, get your grandparents, your great-grandparents, get your brothers, uncles, sisters, daughters, nieces, and whoever else to all subscribe to the Grand Cat channel. And if everyone does that, then we won't have to worry about making 8,000 subscribers. We'll be up to 800,000 subscribers. And by that point, I'll be giving away multiple hundreds of Battle Passes each and every single day. But says, how old do you think we are? WNO says, I already did that. My goodness. All of your great-grandchildren and your grandparents. Wow, that's very, very impressive. Okay, let's go ahead and claim our first campaign reward of the new Eon tier. And it's Axiom. There's where that Axiom card comes from. I was wondering. So there we go, that's very, very cool. We did indeed get an Axiom card. There's another new card. And this one is now all left and right arrows. So let's go ahead and play this one as well. About says, great image. Oh, we're against Naomi this time. Start with big match John Cena for charisma. He should have no problems. Like, largely, the first couple of campaign mode matches you can do really without even looking at the camera. WNO says, is there going to be a Liv Morgan giveaway? If we reach 8,000 subscribers, then yes. Yes, there will be. In fact, if we reach 8,000 subscribers, there might be 2 Battle Pass giveaways. One, which we'll be giving out somewhat randomly. It'll be given out perhaps to the person that has the highest number on the chat, and one which might be given out as a wrestling quiz prize. So there is that possibility as well. Plenty to look for. But we do need to get to 8,000 subscribers for that to happen. Abud says, I think this new mode is absurd. I'm quite enjoying it. I think there's a lot to do here. It's going to be very, very entertaining. Abud says it's very hard to get hearts unless you use credits. Well, I think there'll be maybe more things that give us hearts in future. I think it's just because it's the first day that... my goodness, my throat became extremely dry there for all of a second. I think it's just because it's the first day that they're just trying to see how many people are going to use credits, try and get through it and complete it. But I think as time goes on, we're maybe going to see more. Oh, we've reached our 50 draft picks already. John Scholl says, yes, the hearts are difficult to obtain. My voice is feeling a little bit dry, so I'm just taking a little break from talking. I hope everyone is alright with that. I hope everyone understands. It is very, very difficult to do a single person show when you are just talking by yourself. We have been live streaming for 100 minutes now, so this is about the point where I just need a little bit of a break. I can still keep playing. It's just that if I keep talking, I'm going to have um, I'm going to have a very, very sore throat by tomorrow because I'm not used to talking for so long without any breaks in between. That's really weird that AJ Styles is up there. I guess it's for the speed. James talks about Man City, says I'm fine with that. Thank you. Josh says hi. Hello, Josh. One of the nice things about campaign mode is it lets you see a lot of new cards. Like Blake Monroe and Fallon Henley, who I didn't even know had cards in Eon tier. Actually, it just occurred to me that there's also the Battlepass quest that I completely forgot to look at, which, if we complete, is going to give us an F1 of the Julia, and we have to play 6-day Money in the Bank or event games. That'll give us a Pro Crystal. It'll give us more than one Pro Crystal, right? 2 Pro Crystals. If we win a match using Liv Morgan, it's going to give us 2 rare graphics. We need to do 150 of those. If we use our super move 25 times, it will give us 2 gold fusion tokens. Win a female match 75 times, it'll give us 3 of the following, along with 3 Liv Morgan cards. If we reset the draft board 100 times, it's going to give us 3 following and 3 Liv Morgan cards again as well. Go ahead and claim this, since we only have 2 minutes left. And we've only got 2 minutes left on Wild Wednesday, so let's just go ahead and claim the things that we did get. We need to go undefeated a couple more times and win another game in Wild. Actually, we could win another game in Wild. Okay, that makes it a little bit harder. I forgot that I was training up my meals. Dagnabbit. Unbelievable. We were against another WrestleMania card as well, but the opponent was using toughness equipment. And these were the cards that I was training up. And unfortunately, that's going to reset our wild streak. Because we went 1-2 there. Not that we're particularly interested in completing this week's Wild Wednesday, because there's no Eon cards to be had. But we will care about next week's Wild Wednesday, where you can pull Eon cards from the final reward. And I think we can go ahead and dust all of them. We don't need any of those cards. We do have the next reward in Battle Pass, but I think we might just save that for another video, because, well, we've already done a tremendous amount in this video. And we've got a little bit more that we want to do. We want to do a little bit more of campaign mode. We want to at least beat Naomi. And then after that, see what it is we want to do. See if I want to continue or if I want to go to bed. It is already 1 AM here in the home of the Grand Cat in Scotland, in Glasgow. So big old Grand Cat is getting a little bit tired. And it's also getting a little bit cold here at night in Scotland. We had a very, very warm summer. Arguably a bit too warm. It's a bit too hot for the big old Grand Cat. But now we're getting into the cold territory, which is the other instance that you get in Scotland, where Scotland is well known to be freezing and to be quite wet, a lot of rain, a lot of heavy rainfall. Just because of the area we're in, the climate. And we've got a brand new daily quest, and there we go, there's all the things we need to do. I can maybe do that. Maybe not in this video, but I can maybe do it off screen. About says, well, I'm going to head to bed now. Enjoy the rest of your stream. Thank you for coming along. Thank you for keeping me company. It certainly makes this a lot easier when I've got people to talk to in the chat. My voice is a little bit dry, so I'm just going to get myself a little drink here. I actually played that game without looking at the screen. I was drinking at the time and I was just using my thumb and hoping that I was clicking on the right cards. My goodness, I am very, very tired. More tired than what I thought I was, if I'm honest. I think I may need to go for a snooze soon. But I will finish off this part of campaign. We'll defeat this boss, and we'll get the reward from it. And then after that, I think we might be calling it a video. We're currently at 109 minutes, so we're approaching the 2-hour mark. And a huge shout out to everyone that has been here for the entire time. And I have heard quite a few of you asking for more live streams. I do try and make a daily WWE Supercard video for you all. There is, of course, also daily card game videos that go up on my channel. And every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, there is an unboxing video. So I try to have something for everyone on my little channel. But I have heard that you would like to see more live streams, and generally I try and keep a live stream for when there's something that I can make a live stream about. But maybe I'll try and do the occasional live stream just for fun, see what there is to do in game, so that we can do more of these, because it does seem to be something that you all seem to enjoy. Going Go says, I'm lacking in speed cards. Ah. I'm sure that with doing the tarot cards, the tarot tournament, or whatever it's called, the pros from that will probably give you significantly higher speed than what the cards you currently have are. So that's what I would recommend. Oh, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, the New Day in their new outfits. Whoa, we lost? Whoa. Okay, let's do that one again. Didn't expect to lose that quickly. Caden says, hi, Za. Hello, Caden. Brian Moser says, how do you feel about the new rarity? I think it looks fantastic. I think it's very, very cool. I like the idea of the tarot events. Now that I've seen a little bit of the pro animations, it makes me feel a lot happier about it than what it was before. So that certainly does seem cool. Going Ghost says, wow, a Dom lost. So I think if we do this again, Caden says, "How's your day going?" It's going well. Caden says, "AJ Lee is back, yay!" It's been a very, very exhausting day. I built a bookcase. I bought a bookcase, and me, Big Bossman, and Baron built the bookcase together. We rearranged the entire shop to make everything fit where it's supposed to. We tested out all the old games. Oh, there we go. There's the thank you. And there we go. That is a perfect game. And now we can go ahead and claim our reward. Just join the stream. I will have to go back and watch how the new game modes work. Absolutely. Anyone that did miss the stream, you'll be able to rewind the stream and watch it from there. Or if you wait long enough, the stream eventually comes back up. It's down to YouTube to do it. It's not me. But let's go ahead and claim our campaign reward here. And it's Ivar of the Viking Raiders, Eric and Ivar. There we go. There is another new one. And of course, this one comes in with his 100 matches and at level 100. So there's his stats at level 100 with his 100 matches. He has 59.02 in charisma, 64.75 in speed, 70.47 in toughness, and 74.29 in power, which is very, very cool. And the next reward is going to give me 2 copies of something. Could maybe be Macho Man Randy Savage. Ooh, yeah. Or it could even be Jasmine Nix. And it could also contain a road case. I really hope it doesn't contain a road case. But it could. It could have anything. And the next boss is going to be Jesse the Body Ventura, which is very cool to see. There he is. That looks like him from Predator, actually. Which is very interesting. Kane says, I got the touch grass gift. Yes, I did too. It's absolutely hilarious. But there we are. We've been streaming for 114 minutes now. Do I have another reward in here? No, we don't. Okay. I cannot read any messages that you send me while I am live streaming, because that message would go out live and it could be anything that's in there. So I can't go reading that on camera. So we've still got Tarot Tournament. We've got Andre, we've got Jade Cargill, we've got Asuka. Going says, just curious, do you add timestamps to your live streams? It makes it easier when rewatching them later. Here's a very interesting thing. I don't add the timestamps, but YouTube does. And you'll see that on quite a lot of my videos, that the videos have timestamps on them. YouTube does it automatically. I don't know how it's done. I don't know if it's done by AI. There certainly isn't someone from YouTube that's watching my videos and put in timestamps. But, yeah, very interesting. Kaden says, I got the touch grass gift they gave first Eon thing. Yes, it's over here. It was in this part here, right above the bonus pack. Do also remember to get your bonus pack as well. It has a 5% chance of having a Finn Balor in it. We didn't get the Finn Balor, but you could get one. There's an updated 2 ways to win, which gives you a chance of getting Smash or Jordan Grace. I don't think you really need to, because we're going to get so many cards off of the tarot things that I think those will all be better. But it's an option for you. Gogo says, did everyone get touch grass? Was it guaranteed to get it? I got it too. Yes, I think it was guaranteed. If it wasn't guaranteed, then we all got very lucky. I want to see what the animation is for that, because I think that would be absolutely hilarious. I don't even know. I can't even begin to think of what the animation would look like for touch grass being in order to win. But yes, my voice is beginning to go, so I think I am going to go to bed. I've had a very, very long day, and it's been a very, very productive day. There you can see all the brand new Eon cards that we managed to get. We managed to get the special edition Undertaker. We've got the Liv Morgan, the Admirers. We've got Ivar, Braun Breaker, Kofi Kingston, Big John Studd, Zarya, Axiom, and we've of course got the Touch Grass as well, which is very, very cool indeed. And with that said, folks, I think we are approaching the end of this little video. The other thing is we're 117 minutes, and I just want to keep going another 3 minutes just to get up to 2 hours, just to say that we've been live streaming for 2 hours. But I'm also very, very tired. So let's do another tarot tournament, shall we? Let's go ahead and take on Asuka. And we're going to use Zelina Vega, I think. Let's use Zelina Vega. Okay, let's see how we get on here. Okay, we've got Io Sky. And that is plus 50%. Which is the best we can do. Oh, thank goodness we did have that. Thank goodness. Very, very tired, big old grand cat. Meow, meow. Crap. I think all we can do is that. And we need to hope the 96,000 is enough. It is. And then we have to take on the Empress of Tomorrow. Also, is it just me that doesn't like Asuka's current gimmick, where she's sort of interfering with Io Sky, and she's getting Kyrie to run around as her lapdog? It's like, I know that she's trying to be a heel and all, but it's just like, what are we doing? You know, it's like, I'm not particularly fond of the gimmick, if I am particularly honest. Plus 50% here, 157,000. And we need to beat 104,000 charisma. So I think we do indeed manage to win that one. And there we go. There is the Empress, and we've defeated her 1 of the 25 times. Oh, it says RR18, which is the Royal Rumble 2018 that she won. And of course it gives you a star token, which we will use only after we have managed to get the pros of all of the Oracle cards. Because there's no point in doing it before that. My goodness. And we officially passed the 2 hour mark, so that's us. We've officially managed to stream for 2 hours. It's now 1:14 a.m. here in the home of the Grand Cat. I'm just going to go ahead and dust all of these, I think. I don't think we need any of them. And we will do that again a little bit later on. But there we go. There is all of our Oracle cards for anyone that might have missed it. And with that now said, folks, that is going to be it for this little video. And I really hope that you've all enjoyed. And if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so that you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out. And we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody. And thank you if you came along for the entire live stream. It really does mean a lot to me. So thank you all once again. Goodbye, everybody.